Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of 12 frame. No, Toonkind at 12 frames per second.
I love you, author.
Hi, I'm Authenticity. I can talk. I am joined by the spectacular, the wonderful, I've forgotten words. They're great. Here's Jade.
Yeah, I don't know who author was talking about, but here I am. Um, Hi, hello. I am Jade, slash McMagma, and I am just a little creature. I cannot change this. Um, I D&D sometimes. It's a hobby.
This is not.
How are you doing, audience? Please respond to me. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh, that's great. I'm glad. Hey, how about you shut the fuck up? It's not your turn to talk. It's ours.
What the fuck is happening now? Did we pick the gallery? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. You want to do it now?
Sure.
Uh, uh, distinguished.
Oh, you're doing it? Alright.
Yeah, I'll do it. Triny and TOC get to talk love life. Also, hi everybody. This is get to talk. Get to talk. What's happening?
No, I'm just like, unrelated. Concerning noise was unrelated to what you're talking about. But yeah, it's a talk love talk.
It's a talk. It's a talk. It's a talk. It's a talk. What's this FPS called? We did not say.
Spending time.
Spending time.
Which we sure are on this intro.
Yep. We're spending a lot of time.
That's fine. Hey,
Yeah.
Petals. We're doing all the wrong things in this FPS.
We started the intro before we send out the fucking thing, and then we send out the thing, and now we have an audience. Hi, hello, Petals. Anyways, it's fine. It's cool. It's chill. I haven't done an FPS in like what, 4 days? So good.
God.
What the fuck is the English language? Anyways.
We're having a real one tonight, folks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. Hey y'all, this is happening. This is the day after Camp and the final day. If you've been listening to that game, that was a fun game.
I like to think that like if this was animated periodically, there'd be like cutscenes, like they'd be talking about ever think about death, and then it cuts to like camping, and like everything's on fire, whatever happens.
Everything's gooped. Don't worry about it. Anyways,
Anyways.
Yeah, it's great. This is great. This is a great introduction. We are.
Anyway.
Hi, author. Please.
Hi, Jade. Yeah, so, yes.
Yeah.
Triny, you have received a very concerning letter.
Oh, God. What does this letter say?
It says,
as I open it.
Triny, I have urgent matter to discuss with you. I will be coming over tomorrow. Tell no one.
Goodness gracious. Okay. And Triny just begins like, his apartment is currently filled with like, is a mess. It is a mess. It's a good thing you sent out the letter actually, because if not, you would have caught this. But he is just cleaning now.
Roll a perception check.
Roll a perception check? Oh, one second.
Yes, on the letter.
Okay. Not investigation?
It could be investigation if you like.
Fantastic. I hope +7 to that. Thank fucking God, because I rolled an 11.
I'll say that 11 is just enough. Like, you're 10 minutes into cleaning when you look back at the letter and you realize that it's postmarked yesterday.
Oh, no! And Triny is fucking booking it. Like you know that like he was taking his time with sweeping and making sure everything is around, like grabbing papers, like these are important documents that he's been writing, and he puts them all into like a book, and now he's just like hurrying, like, and grabbing everything and like just kind of like stuffing it all into his room, like, and to the point where like the door seems a little bit overstuffed, and so he just pushes it on a little, and I think it's at this point that um if you want to knock on the door.
Yeah, we cut to outside. There's a chicken, and the chicken is listening to all sorts of like concerning noises coming from the apartment.
There's
Like
a
there's
fucking
like a
drilling
cat.
noise.
There's drilling noises. There's like a cat being thrown across the room, like meh, you know.
Like fucking like the like a jackhammer.
Exactly.
Um, sounds like a fucking like a bunch of plates just got thrown onto the floor, and then like all of them broke at once. Just that.
Yep, and chicken is just waiting.
Uh,
Should they knock again? They don't know.
oh, did you not already knock?
They have knocked. I did a little bit of Foley work. I think it perhaps got caught in the white noise.
I see. Yes, it did. And then so
Hang on.
right after that noise is over, like right after like all of that happened right before the knock, and then the moment that the knock happens, quiet, and then the door just opened, and it's just Triny leaning up against the wall, like, well, hello TOC, how's it going?
Roll an insight check on the chicken.
That is a 10. Apparently I'm just gonna be rolling the worst tonight.
I mean, you do have advantage.
Oh shit, you're right. No, that's even worse. I rolled a 10.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so yeah. They sure are a chicken. And they're looking at you. They look vaguely grumpy. Kinda look like they're not buying your shit.
Okay. Immediately, like, knowing that, like, here, having heard like having read the letter and thinking like, okay, this is obviously serious, and Trini just like drops the act that he's putting on and just says, are you okay? Your letter said that it was urgent. Uh, like, please come in. Like, do you need coffee? Anything?
They follow you in and they go, "Well, first of all, I'm fine. I'm okay, seriously. Um it did you throw a cat across the room?
I don't own a cat.
Fair enough. Anyways, yes, I'd like to ask for a little bit of advice.
Advice from me?
I know it's shocking.
Okay.
Yes, from you. I am told that Victrola's not here at the moment.
No, actually, she's out at camp. Should be having lots of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
Mm-hmm. And it cuts to a cutscene of um actually Victrola having fun, because this takes place throughout the summer, not in the final day. Fucking
Yeah.
caught ya, bitches. Anyways, um, um,
God.
yeah, it's Victrola. You know what? It cuts to a scene of Victrola rolling a set of dice. She's playing ogre and oubliettes with Rat Kid.
God. You
And then
caught me in the middle of taking a sip of water and I nearly spewed it everywhere.
but anyways, so advice.
Yeah, they sort of shuffle their wings like, yes, advice,
Okay, well,
which I would like to ask
yes.
from you, yes.
This is obviously urgent, so 1 second. And Trini goes over and uh like grabs like 2 coffee mugs, and he pours himself a cup of coffee, and gives you like just some water,
Mm.
because he knows you probably wouldn't like coffee.
I mean, they've had it before. They
Yeah.
usually have it with like a ton of shit in it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if you have a
Um,
preferred way of making coffee, Triny would have learned it and made it for you.
as long as it like is some sort of like horrible abomination of coffee, they will like drink it and like it.
Fantastic. So it has whipped cream, marshmallows, sugar, and milk, and cream,
Maple syrup,
and maple syrup.
yes.
And then he slices it over and he says, "That's an abomination on coffee." But that's beside the point. What's happening?
Your your face is well, actually, technically, your entire being is an abomination of coffee, but
I'm
um,
only I'm only 1% coffee. Thank you very much, according to the doctor.
they take a sip. Yes. Anyways, thank you for uh receiving me on such short notice.
And you gave me a head notice, and I definitely checked my mail.
Good, good. That's a wonderful practice in life.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps you on top of your affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Take another sip of coffee.
Tridy's taking just big long sip, waiting for you to please get on.
Do you want to roll another insight check?
Advantage, right?
Yes.
Holy fuck! I rolled a 2 and then a 17.
All right. I mean, with a 17,
Well, it's a 20, but it's like it's a
all right, dirty
that's
20.
yeah, 30 20.
They, it kind of feels like the shakiness stalling, but that's weird because they came to you. And they've initiated this entire conversation. And it's TOC. They're very to the point. This might be the first time you've seen them stalling, but you think they're stalling.
Okay. So Trini usually sits across from you whenever like you come and hang out. But seeing this, he actually gets up and walks over to the chair next adjacent to Jor's, and then he just puts a hand on you and says, "Hey, what's up? Like, you know you can tell me anything, right?"
I know that's why I'm here. Because I trust you very much. And they like very visibly take a deep breath and they go, it's it's about Juniper.
Is she okay? Did, did, uh,
I I mean that I know of. I saw her this morning. She was fine.
okay, so then, um, I, are you having trouble with her? Did you get in a fight?
No, I mean here and there we bicker, but no, honestly, she's more than wonderful. She's delightful. She's fantastic. She's Juniper. She's spectacular. Um,
Can I roll an insight check on all of this? Like just to see like
yes.
how is this chicken like just blushy? That's a nat fucking 20, baby.
Okay. Your fucking sibling instinct finally honed has been waiting for this moment. God, it like
I get it. No, I get it. I see that Juniper has done something absolutely wrong to you, and I guess and Trini, you see in his his hand his great axe appears. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. And it does like a large thump against the ground, and he begins dragging it across the floor.
TUC
I'll be back.
signs, you are not funny.
I'll be I'll be 30 minutes max.
Try me, I will knock the television off. Come back here.
I mean, I don't know what else could have happened. Like, it's almost like you're living with her 24/7 and spending all of your time with her and actively going to do things. And I don't see what else it could be. Oh,
They are glaring.
nope. I'm guessing something bad must have happened. Maybe I should just go ask Juniper.
Nope, don't do that. They like they like flap off the table and get between you and the door like, no, no, it's no.
And you see his great axe appear out of his hands, and then he just
Mm.
goes over and grabs you and gives you a big hug.
They make like a little squeaky toy noise like
I'm happy for you. You could have just said so. Why did you make it sound so serious?
I what?
You obviously have a crush on her, right?
Yes, and that's bad.
Why is that bad?
They look at you like you're insane.
Okay. I was about to ask if you've ever had a crush before, but then I remembered what I know about you, and then I'm guessing that's never happened before. So,
Typically, the only things I crush are rocks or the
yes.
skulls of my enemies.
Yes, yes, and um yes. And while I understand this is not that kind of crush. You
Yes.
you just want you want to hold her hand. You think she's beautiful. You like you think she's amazing. And like as Triny says all of this, you see on Triny's screen pictures of Daffodil, or not pictures, but like just like videos of Daffodil, like through as for as long as they've known each other, just pass by, and then he shakes his head and goes away and just like, what I'm saying is that's not a bad thing. I don't know anything about asking anybody out. I've only ever had boyfriends before, not a girlfriend. Um,
I no, um that's certainly not on the table. Um
why not?
I I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to the idea that you have expressions. I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I I'm not joking. And you see like usually when Chinese like telling a joke, a comedic segment, like a laugh track on a comedy will play on his screen. So since that's not happening, he's being serious.
Mm. Yeah, they like they sort of shuffle their feathers and they go, it's I mean, I can't try me. I mean, you can surely understand why, right?
I don't know. I don't actually. Why not?
I well, I'm a chicken and she's Juniper.
I don't know if you've noticed, but um, most chickens that I know of that aren't toony ones can't talk. And you seem fine. You seem smart enough for me. Um,
I
honestly, I just had a chicken tune like serve me my lunch yesterday. You do understand we're tunes, right? We come in literally all shapes and sizes.
yes, but like they're like you can see their wings starting to sign something and then stopping and then starting to sign something else and like they're just yes, but I'm me. I'm not like most other chicken tunes, and she's Juniper.
And she loves you, doesn't she?
Of course, she's my best friend, and I like to think that I'm hers.
So look, the worst. I hate having to say this because it's literally like I'm not gonna follow my own advice. So do as I say, not as I do. But the worst thing that could happen is she just says no.
Yeah, she could say no, and that would be perfectly okay.
Although to be honest,
When
the way
she finds out and she says no, it will be perfectly okay with me.
wait, that's not what I meant. Like that's the worst. Like even if that's the worst case scenario, you're still being friends. And like, if she says the best case scenario, she just says yes. Which honestly, if you want my opinion, I think she will say.
Mhm. I
I mean, okay, do you want proof and uh like on Triny's screen, or like they? I'm guessing the three of us have definitely hung out like uh, the like a couple of times, even the from even after that FPS. And so on the screen, it's just like scenes from Chinese perspective of Ju and Juniper, like just being nice, just like being like an old like an old couple, in a sense. Like
mm,
it is there. The signs have been there for a while,
mm,
and
roll an
so
insight check.
full insight. Okay, that's a 21.
All right, the boy is in rare form. Um,
It's gotten better over the summer.
they when they're watching this video, it's clear to you that they're not seeing all of what you want them to see. They're seeing like they recognize, that moment, and they remember that those feelings, and they can see, the way they're looking at Juniper, but you know Juniper is just looking back the way that she always looks back at them.
Okay, and maybe I can show you something else. And it's this time it's not scenes of Jew and Juniper. This time it has been Trini and Juniper just hanging out and talking. And this is Trini remembering all of the times that Juniper has said something about you. Like whenever they're talking, like how much they enjoyed what you did today, how much they loved the way that you cooked something that day, how much they just enjoy your company overall in general, like all of those things, like almost like a little slideshow.
Mm,
Look, even if the worst case scenario is happens, she just says no. That's not going away. None of these things will. You'll still be friends, best friends. But honestly, I take it from an investigator, who, I mean, if you wanted to hire me, I could literally follow Juniper around and just like figure out what she actually thinks of you. But I think she speaks for herself here.
they they look away. I understand what you're trying to do, but I mean, that's just Juniper. She loves everyone. She even loves me. Like, that's just how she is. She's she's made of sunshine and love. Like, she's the best person on the planet like that.
I I think at the end of the day, I don't think I can convince you. But you did come to me for advice. And so here's my advice. Ask her. Just ask her. She's the only one who can really tell you how she really feels.
I I'll consider it. When When I am ready, I will consider it. Thank you, Tiny.
That's that that trying to give us a little nod like that's good enough for now. And and he has finished his coffee at this point, and it's just like, oh, God damn it, I don't know why I made this one. I had another one in my office. And then he goes over and walks to it, and he opens it, and there's just a fucking flood of
Mm.
papers and like trash and all of that jazz that just hits him. And suddenly it's like the entire like apartment is filled with like papers and trash. Like we're in a little sea, and like you got picked up in the wave and are like on the chair, and you just rode on it for like a second before it stopped.
Yep. I like to imagine that like they were on the table and like ran it like a surfboard.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they're just gonna like look around, not with too much concern because they do know that this boy can swim.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, swim in paper. This is at least this isn't in water. But uh,
Hmm.
uh,
I think whenever they see Triny, they just sign. So papers are the new coffee cups, huh?
um, uh, I've been working a little. Um, with Vic gone, I have gotten a little bit. Um, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to. And he begins like pushing back all of the letters into the into the room.
Can they pick one up and to see what it says?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a d20.
Sure.
So random d20.
17.
17. Oh, I don't know how I want to take this. There is the letter that you pick up is a piece of paper with like mad scribblings of a symbol, like the same symbol over and over and over again.
Mm. What's the symbol?
I don't have it fucking drawn. Uh, 1 second. I can draw something up real quick.
You don't have to, bud.
No,
It's
no,
if
no,
you
no,
want
no.
to just say like it looks sort of like a square. It looks sort of like a cow jumping over a fork.
1 second. I got this.
All right.
I've been meaning to draw this anyways. There we go.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. They study that. Sort of turn it upside down to see if it makes sense that way. Nope.
Oh,
They like wave a piece of paper around, like working on your calligraphy.
yes, and he snatches it. And if you want to roll an insight with advantage, and I'll just make a different roll. Did you just have fun figuring out if that was a lie or not?
Uh, a natural 20.
That's great. Sadly,
All right.
there's like too many things, and so he just snatches it out of the air and plays it back into the thing, and it's just um, it's the rest of it seems to be just mainly other cases. I was literally just rolling, by the way, to see like how close you got to something, and with a 17, I wanted to give you something. So there you go.
Nice.
Um,
Actually, yeah. Okay. Um. Actually, let's see here. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
They have surreptitiously, but instead of the cartoon surreptitious, um, pulled out a they pulled out their notebook and they seem to be um making their own copy of that symbol.
Okay. I'm going to say that Triny is pushing the letter so he doesn't notice.
Okay. Even with that nat one in stealth.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yup.
Okay, Triny sees you doing this and this is like, that's official detective business. Thank you very much. And he reaches for the notepad and tries to tear out the page.
They let him.
No taking that, thank you. Please.
I apologize for copying your official detective calligraphy.
I yes, official detective calligraphy. Um, we gotta talk in secret code and all that jazz. But sadly, cannot let this fall into the wrong hands, and he just stuffs it into his jacket. Um,
Right, right, right.
yeah. And did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Nope. They say with a nat 20 in stealth, rewriting the signal in your notebook.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just wanted to spend some time because it's been a while, and I thought that you might be lonely with your sister gone.
Oh yeah. It's been quiet, definitely. Um,
Mm.
I've been at work, on that grind. Uh, I know I don't have to technically do as much now with Juniper helping me with the whole bills and everything, but still would like to build back some reserves and all that. Uh,
Well, that's understandable. I wish you would take a few days, if only for the rest of our sake. We do worry.
I, I take breaks. I take, you know, um, uh, and he looks away slightly, and because he does not want you to see the video of him passed out in on the table with a cup of coffee on his hand, with papers all over it. Yeah, I take breaks.
You know, they say with a perception plus 10 and a 17.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking breaks. Those count as breaks. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Triny, look at me.
Yes,
Look me in the eyes.
I'm looking at you. It's a bit difficult because like you can't, but I can't. Like which eye? It's like
Pick one and focus. I find that's
okay,
usually the best.
okay,
But
yes.
just, I need you to
Oh, 1 second.
internalize.
1 second.
Oh, how we all doing, folks?
Sorry about that. I was being reminded that I have clothes washing. Um,
No worries.
uh,
You good?
yeah, I'm good. Um,
Hmm.
yes. Okay. Focusing on one eye. Yes, yes.
I need you to internalize the fact that you cannot, unconsciousness is not the same as sleep, and you cannot be unconscious for the entirety of your break.
Are you sure?
Yes, I have it on very good authority.
Whose authority is
Scientific
this?
citations.
Do you?
I do actually. It's called The Rest of Civilization.
I don't trust them. To be honest, I wouldn't trust those people.
They they cackle. But like they do like look at you like I'm serious, please.
Fine, 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 fine. And he goes over and grabs his like detective jacket. What if we took a break? I can take a break now if you want. Go out somewhere.
Sure. Come on, I'll take you to ice cream.
All right. And stuffing away the last bits of letters back into the room to handle later. uh, uh, yeah, Triny and
Mm.
TOC go out for ice cream.
It if there's any papers left on the floor whatsoever, could they just take another look because now they're curious?
You know what? I'll say as he's stuffing the last couple of bits of paper, there's a couple of strays left about. If you want to roll another 20, if you want to roll another d20, I might.
Sure. Yeah, the 10. Yeah.
Um, there is a couple of papers that talk about uh, like work ledgers, like the like prints of a family history book with a couple of the lineage of the Tong family on there.
Hmm.
Like you know how like old libraries will sometimes have like old family tree books, like doing research and all
Yeah.
that jazz. Yeah, he's taking a couple of like prints out of a book, and it's the Tong family. You do see Triny and Victrola, and then you see Chinese parents as well as um, like a sibling that his mother had that is goes unnamed, like the name gets cut off of the paper, um, as well as a Chinese grandfather who apparently did not marry. So yeah,
Hmm.
and then
Noted and noted.
it just keeps going back. He reaches out for the paper the moment you grab it, thinking you're reaching for it just to give it to him so he can stuff it in there.
Yeah, they'll hand it over.
Perfect.
So
Uh,
your grandfather always looks vaguely familiar.
that I mean, I guess. I mean, he was a famous filmographer, like the film person, for camera person. Yes, he did a
Hmm.
bunch of work for Volpine Studios and all that jazz. I have a couple of his movies actually. So we could sit down and watch some of those as well after ice cream.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Baba Von Vixen?
You just said words.
Okay, you've never seen Baba Von Vixen's work. I never usually get to watch them because they're more on the adult end. But my grandfather was the person who filmed most of those movies, like most of her shots as well. So she was a good actress, but back in the day,
Hmm.
yeah.
I look forward to sampling your grandfather's work. That'd be very interesting.
Yeah. And with that, he grabs his jacket, places it on, and then TOC and Trini go out for ice cream. If you want to know,
Hmm.
like, I don't know what, like, Bava's movies are usually like old style, like dramas, or like, I think Bava probably wasn't a spy movie. I don't want to say anything about Hex's character that I don't know completely, but those kinds of movies. Like,
Yeah, I will say, there's a moment when TUC like Bob is a fox, right?
yes.
Yeah, there's a moment where TUC just kind of goes poof with fright, and they're just, oh wait, that's a person. Never mind.
Oh, 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 oh no.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They're working on it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, 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 yeah.
The only the only movie star that they're actively afraid of is the engineer because that's a lot in one person. But they're working on that too.
Ugh, engineer. Trying to do a face.
I mean, they sort of look at him like, I mean, I have nothing against the man personally. I think that an owl that's also a fox that's on fire is just sort of excessive predator wise, but I'm sure he's a lovely person.
I don't know if he's anything like his movies. mm, There's no
They
passion.
just
There's no passion in them. They're just all action film, with like explosions and everything.
explosions can be passionate.
Maybe I know that when DJ Moves does explosions, they actually have meaning behind them. There's metaphorical in all the sense. Like there's layers to DJ Moves movies.
I see layered explosions.
Okay, I'm a bit of a film buff. Look, I just don't think the engineer makes that great movies. All right, that's it.
Okay.
He's over. He's over some. He's overblown.
All right, whatever you
You
say.
Yeah, you will see that there's no engineer movies in his household. They are all DJ moves and old like Bubba Von Vixen movies.
I think that at one point you had Victrola show TOC Star Cause.
I do have Star Cause, but that's because DJ Moves is in it. And Triny's like, this
Yes.
is only one of the engineers' work that I actually kind of enjoy, but that's because it was a collaboration. So it was mostly DJ Moves, anyways, probably.
Mm. Well, I'm sure that the two of us have no connection to either of them, so I suppose it's all academic. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm glad that you have something you're passionate about. I don't know how to respond uh when people start kind of shout talking at me about made up things.
This is just Triny being like that kind of fan that always complains like about like a show in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the dumbest thing. Anyways, this
Yeah, and
movie.
like
Yeah.
yeah, it's and tears he's just being a grandparent about it. Like, well, if you don't like them, don't watch it. It's you don't have to watch them, friend.
I guess this is the point of like where Tiny finally admits, like, yeah, I guess I have seen them. I just don't like them.
I well,
Maybe he just loves to hate them. I don't know.
mm,
You know what? He goes to watch them because Victrola isn't like that. Victrola likes watching them, so he probably goes to watch them with Victrola. But he's just like he's complaining half the time. Victrola has a room where like you can only complain after the movie's over.
God, TOC, more full day has no such rule.
Exactly. All right. Anything else?
God, they actually like. I think probably after the movie, like when they're sort of Trini is, doing shop talk about movies, and TOC is like nodding along, perplexed. Um, they sort of pause and they go, "By the way, I wanted to. I had a little bit more information on the person that I'm looking for. I wanted to touch base."
Oh, and Trini
Um,
immediately pauses the movie and yes, yes, like 1 second, and he opens up the door and like to his room to let you in, and it's
TOC
not
flinches.
no, it's no longer filled with papers. It's fine. Toon logic. Um, um, and he walks through it. It's still filled with mugs everywhere, and like obviously, Tiny does not have much decoration in here. But your stuff is still on the board. He has also been working on that, but this has been little progress. So
Yeah. Um, yeah, they sort of waddle over and they go, "Well, it could be nothing. It could be less than nothing, but um a friend of mine, an individual named the professor, um travels through time,
I'm sorry.
and yes, he travels through time. Anyways, like they're just gonna, he travels through time, as one does. This is what he does.
Man, fuck. I cannot change a story in the middle, like right as I'm in the middle of like starting it up. But fuck, if Trini had known about this, it's fine. It's cool. It's chill.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
we can say that they didn't say that, bud.
No, 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 no. It's fine. It's cool. It's chill. Please keep going, because now I know how to, and I got this. I got this. I got this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I might have to
I
talk to
the more
Omeo
ti
later.
I will say that the more times you tell me it's fine, the more nervous I get. But okay, I'll trust
It's
your judgment.
it's fine. It's cool. It's chill. Anyways,
Oh Jesus. Anyways, um, yes, he travels through time. Um, and about 50 years ago, he met a professor named Pete Moss, who seemed to be from the bog. And she I don't know if she was my girl, but she sounded very much like her. Maybe a descendant, maybe an ancestor. But the I learned some new things about the bog. Um,
I need to write all of
about
this down.
yeah, they something about a time disaster, people getting stuck, people aging super fast, people not aging at all. Um, it this is all new information to me, but
Huh.
my my girl, if she was caught up in that, then I don't know.
Well, and you see he rips out the little notebook page that he's been writing all of this on, and takes out a bit of takes out a push pin and a bit of a string, and then places it on the board and ties it together to the other bits of pieces that you've given over time. That's a new lead to follow. So
I suppose it is. But again, my friend met this person 50 years ago, so I don't know how to begin to process that. Or, excuse me, it was a couple months ago for him, a couple 50 years ago relative to today.
got it. Time shenanigans and all that. Um, God,
Mm. And I mean, I don't consider them a confidant, but the dead god has not told me any of this. So if you can find out anything about what's going on at the bog, I am more and more reluctant to bring you there. But if we are going there, then I suppose we should all know what we're getting into.
I will definitely do some research beforehand, and you are not going there by yourself. I'll let you know that right now. So you're bringing me, and you're probably gonna bring Juniper too, because I don't think she would ever let you go into that place alone. So
You are not making me less stressed.
I am work work together. If we're together, there's I don't think there's anything we couldn't tackle. So
Whatever else we are together. Anyways, yes. It's also, well, this is a small thing, but my girl did have a best friend, a little real kind satyr. Um, I suppose if she was like of a professorial age 50 years ago, I don't know where to start with that. Then he'd be old, but that is also, well, anyways,
write that down. Old satyr.
presumably old satyr.
Also, God,
It's
time travel.
time travel. Technically, it's all time travel because we're moving at second per second through time. But
My grandfather would disagree. He hated time travel, or at least the concept of it.
mm. I met your I have not met your grandfather.
Oh,
It
he's
perhaps I
dead.
saw his grave.
I don't think you could have ever met him. He's dead. Um,
Uh, I don't know. For some reason, I always. Never mind.
yeah. My grandfather was a follower of retcon, so never really liked. I really liked the concept of time travel.
Mm, I don't know. You've never told me very much about him. Sort of his life, how he died.
Eh,
You don't have to if it's not. Uh, if it's painful, but
it's less painful and more of like the. I don't think. I don't. Have you ever had to mourn for somebody you barely knew? Like I was really young, like really young when it happened. Like
Mm.
Victrola barely even remember him, or has only ever actually met him through pictures. Um, the only reason why I'm doing what I, the only real reason why I can even do what I do now and talk to you the way I talk now is because of him. So I have him to thank for that. But
Oh, really?
yeah, kind of. I guess I never really mentioned it. It's been so long since I had to talk to this about someone, but I I have SFM, or short film memory. Um, I literally cannot remember anything
Oh,
more than 3 days at a time.
that is extremely, extremely worrying.
Well,
That's
the only reason why why I'm able to like remember more than 3 days at a time is because my grandfather, he made and he points towards the machine in the corner. He made this. It's the thing that makes my VHSs.
must have really loved you.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I forgive me, Triny. It's the ramblings of an old bird. I just I keep thinking of our supermarket conversation.
Yeah.
Just what we said about, again, it's nothing, but no one's dead until there's a body.
I mean, I and there is actually like a film that plays on Chinese face, and it is like the grave, and it is the funeral.
Mm.
There was we did bury him, so
Hmm.
like he it's very young Tiny, like um like this must have been like right after, like almost right after like the creation, because there's some of Tiny's like first memories, so some of them are grainy. um and you can see his parents in it, and like it is a funeral. It obviously, I'm not going to show the body of a person,
Yeah.
but there was a casket, and yeah.
Yeah. They dip their heads sort of solemnly. Just I again the ramblings of an old bird. I you're infectious. I always see connections where there aren't any when after I talk to you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I kind of, I'm built to make connections when you have a nearly perfect memory.
Mm.
Either way, this topic got a lot heavier all of a sudden. Why don't we go back to movies?
Mm. Actually, I wanted to ask, how's Daffodil doing?
I, maybe we should just go back to movies. I mean, like, uh,
Mm.
like he begins walking out and he trips on a coffee mug.
Need to clean this up.
Nah, I've tried. It's fine. They just keep appearing, and
Have you tried fire?
I don't want to burn down the whole building.
What about a very passionate explosion?
Okay? You know what I meant
One
by
with
that.
layers.
Okay. And I feel like as Trini walks out to watch the movie, and you're making fun of him for his crush. I feel like that's a good place to end the FPS.
Mm. Thank you all so much for listening, folks.
Yeah, this was wild. No plans, but it's always fun.
Mm. Thank you, wonderful listening audience. Thank you, Jade.
Thank you for playing with me.
Yee. See you next time, folks.
Yep, nothing's gonna bad's gonna happen next time. Anyways, bye.
Absolutely nothing.